We once thought you've got a set schedule, guaranteed food. Oh, you mean Risley? Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's Paimon wonders how he's like with the...
Excuse...
Huh?
Excuse me, is someone
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But...
Oh, did you hear my call? Thanks.
Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have been...
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Whoa.
No.
Just your... Huh. Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair! Sorry, you just need your...
I think it's a soft and it's really...
Don't worry, but...
Yeah! Got her! Yeah!
Paimon doesn't see anything here. Well, let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking longer. Nothing in the water. Oh, we've looked everywhere. Why don't we check out the rag and bone? Well...
Let's come up with some fun activities.
Yeah! Skyward! Got her!
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, now just wait. Oh, you must be...
No!
Sorry. I hope you're fine. Why, you're here. We heard, and you're one of His Grace's favorites. After all, man, no, I mean, we've...
Oh, so now you're...
Well, I didn't. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for? No problem. Hey, feel free to chat.
Wait, but that's...
Well, it's not like life's been pretty good recently, so...
All right. Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more?
It's all right. Two will do. It just doesn't... But anyway, thank you so much.
No problem.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box...
Yeah! Skyward!
You can come out now.
You did?
Wait.
I mean... Wait,
Well, we got you a new one.
ah!
Does it have some kind?
What? Sorry,
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over.
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Risley. It's been a while.
That's a slow. I'll say.
It's what good adventures.
Is that so? Maybe as I recall, you might not have the same luck. Now,
Understood. Then I'll be off.
What a strange guy. What? Oh, and had.
oh, not a, as for him,
Huh?
prisoners are still people after. The idea of the criminal. What kind of a person a
Huh. You've got a point.
Although most the Beret Society, if you have some time, and if you're still interested.
Paimon's not the biggest.
All right then, please follow.
Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter!
Welcome, Your Grace, and the traveler. Unfortunately,
I'll pass on the food. What a pity.
if you're not in the mood,
Yes, please.
it's
Oh,
2 bottles coming.
Our first meeting took place. I'm actually quite
whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
impressive. Not all who possess the courage to risk their life for their ideals also have the. Had you not possessed these remarkable qualities, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to make your acquaintance.
That guy we.
Well, after all, is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration? So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as in. I was convicted power and. So, what do you. I would very much like to maintain.
Your Grace? They were.
Got it.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned something.
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling. Now, what do we have here?
Whoa. Wait. If you've confiscated.
Yep.
What? But that's just insane profit. Traveler, why don't you be. Paimon will be your vault.
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be.
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No takebacks.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants. Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want. There's something weird. Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's a.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks. Are you sure? I wouldn't exact. Fair enough.
Are you okay, Traveler?
I'll take this.
Then.
You do have a. Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. I can introduce you.
Wait. Are you.
Just noticed?
We are honored by you. All these you.
Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large. Every once in a while, the society will also host.
You flat. It's so easy to feel, but that thus.
Oh,
My part in this was minimal. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is but
Exactly right. Our upper.
who knew you could find such a place in... Oh, right.
There's nothing deep. If our members, and when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from optimism.
In other words?
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal. I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around too.
Oh, right. What happened?
Kidding, of course. We're just discussing. We've also already gone over the organization's...
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer? Yeah, they're supposed to be like the mod... Hey, what are you...
Oh, hello. You are guests of... We've got some classics as well. Yeah, most of them are writing some quit.
it's...
Not only that, with how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down, you never know. And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's no need to conform.
So,
Yeah, that's exactly right. And
don't worry, we...
Hey, you there, newbie!
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this? Ha! That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too. With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs and return to the day with all the optimism in the world. Why don't you also give it a try, huh? I promise that it'll work.
Paimon's gonna pass.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy one day. Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members. I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more. Besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room. These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria anymore.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His Grace. We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so they'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and cooking.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life if you had all this support.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Dugier founded the society. We all think we made the correct choice to join him.
Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty... That would explain why Risley only had good things to say about... Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the society as a whole.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process. It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's something anyone expected you to get us.
The prisoners here, our needs are like, but if we can, which is why, in my opinion,
You've hit the nail, and I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their...
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine.
of course, that lifestyle.
Speaking of...
What?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all...
No, I'm
He's still.
Dugier, do you know what's up?
After all, it's...
We'll leave him to you then. Oh, right, about that. And when emotions run, sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs is also Oops.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its...
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for...
Yes, right away.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your Grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day. The Traveler also has some other plans, after all.
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that...
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the day. Why did you lie to him?
Well, what's...
Paimon does... There's only one
But at this point, I wanted to see... I arranged...
Dissonant?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too. As expected, the whole truth... I had hoped it... Why don't you... With my hypothesis, and with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very different reception from the members.
Can't you just tell us exactly what to expect?
I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment. It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I've even begun to miss it. I'll explain everything to you later, but right now we need to seize this opportunity. Find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place. We might not get another chance like this anytime soon.
Yeah.
Huh. It's just as Risley said. Seems like Dugier is no longer here. You said you felt there was something off about this place, right? So let's see if we can feel something out. Paimon will do her best to help.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident. We'll be on our way as soon as we find it.
Oh, okay.
Nobody? It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of Mora or anything. We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it. We're not gonna tell Risley anything, don't worry.
I'll go find Mr. Duchier.
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know? We can look around for it, yeah? Hey, hello? Anyone home?
Hello? How can I help you? The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond what I've already told you.
You don't know anything?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... there's nothing more I can tell you.
Hey, big guy.
What do you...
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take a deep breath and let it all out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner. I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right? You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it, but, it should be somewhere nearby.
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but you can't check out the books right now.
We weren't
Sorry.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
My contraptions are calibrated. We may now depart.
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
Oh, you're back. How are things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
That would prove my suspicions. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment.
Right. He was acting
And that's precisely...
Oh, so... It was you all...
It's because I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about... Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my...
Okay, aren't you the dude?
In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used. Everything I do, and I've always...
That sounds a bit...
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. And that's why even...
Alright, so you... And even though the members are acting up...
Indeed. I have some... The line has been...
Fish?
Let's give them some time. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've It's finally evening. Risley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull?
Let's just get straight to the
Patience, but I'm actually still thinking about why didn't anyone come to me?
Oh.
But even if such a it'd be one thing if it was just one or two, which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I... Yes, so it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense.
The last thing that got... But now, not only has... That likely set his internal... Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. If we didn't act... So after giving the matter some thought, I must say...
So...
Yes, that's right. I had no way to know if any of the members had acted right. And since I was traveling with you, they would also understand.
You used us as a part...
My apology. But I can assure you, of course you're under no Would you be willing?
But Paimon still...
You have my thanks. Now, there are... I've examined one. The other is the true purpose of... It's my hope. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These two are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct? Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you. Please, help.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the...
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most, rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace. Every secret may be found within...
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention. She rambles often, has hallucinations.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so...
Like, we believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable man.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasol. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back.
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
This is what you're afraid of, correct?
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like.
It's all right, Avise. As long as you no matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Your Grace! Forget it?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have any...
But what?
In that case, Avise and I will be off.
Miss Avise, please show me your head. That is an order. There's nothing...
Your Grace, the Society has never caused trouble for you or... Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent?
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of... All right, Avise.
Just what's up with that guy? He makes Paimon... We should have
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. He must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody, and that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me. The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the member's head. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why, however, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like...
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon.
But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avise... The hats are definitely being used. I need to think about this a bit more. I can't seem to make it...
I have an idea, but...
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
You mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier. That would mean that Avise didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed... Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow.
Paimon's last...
Let's see.
And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity. With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this. The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life. Agony, desolation, and an overwhelming...
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wound?
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along.
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition turned out to be correct. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Ooh! Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dugier's censure. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain. Let's go check out the other areas, too.
Hey, come here! Have a look at this! This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshelf. The colors of the covers are completely different, though. Yeah, and they...
Look at what I found. This is a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's happening at the gathering place. So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members. Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no instructions or any kind of script to follow. And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake, then perhaps it's better to do less, or to not do anything at all. Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any Society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. All the signs of wear and tear are fake. The lime scale, the layers of dust, they were all deliberately added. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
Oh. Is that right?
They're gone? That could only mean...
Indeed. As long as he allowed society members to mingle with others, even with threat. Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value as soon as a whistleblower sounds the So instead of being his real base, this is just... And only the most docile...
But then... where can we actually find him?
Let me Dugier must be holding all the rest of it. He must be in Dugier's pocket. I'm of the same mind.
Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, I'd guess Dugier probably converted them into his headquarters. We should be on the right track. Now we just need to find that turncoat. Let's go. We can take this path. You guys take the other. After them!
It's Risley! Run!
Did Dugier send you?
Come on! It's time to talk!
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes time to hand out sentences.
But Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy to expose our true location. We were just about to dispose of him when you caught up to us.
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way.
Guards, take them away. Let's go. It's about time that we find out what Dugier's really after.
We're way behind schedule.
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. There are usually guards on patrol here. Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprises waiting for us, I'm sure. A moment, please.
Scatter! One with nature. Clouds high, the birds call.
Blaze over.
Stray clouds converge.
Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now. Just follow the guards and leave this place.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dugier really prepared for everything.
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the Gardamex that had mysteriously gone missing. It seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation with me.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Let me... this should be the Society's real rules book. It lists all the rules that they're expected to follow. Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission. 5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single member's wrongdoings. Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food and water. I see. So it's much as I expected.
But that's just cruel.
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others, and in the process cause pain to those around them. To avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however, and so resentment builds until every prisoner has become an island. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dugier's slaves. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem. She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
Ugh, is that the best example you came up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision. It never hurts to be careful.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret that as a decision that you only made under emotional duress. The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty ocean. We convince ourselves that we're in control, but in truth, a single wave could sweep us off course and send us crashing into the path of a storm. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime. If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place, but the door's been locked. Rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more important right now for us to rescue his... You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Would we have to do... Forget it, Pirate's just gonna... Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? Look, the other side's open! Let's go.
Way now. A moment, please. Have a safe trip.
It's so high! We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
Looks like there's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. It won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do? So that's how we'll make it to the top.
Let's begin. These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here. Dugier's probably moved them elsewhere already.
Let's still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts. Hey, it's all right now.
No, I won't try to leave anymore. So close to me.
No, we're not gonna do...
We won't be able to get through to her right now. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her.
The door's open. Huh. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you. Make sure to bring everyone...
Understood. And...
Let's go back. We have unfinished that mechanism from the first room. Maybe we'll also need to hold it in place using the same device to open the door that leads to the central area. Don't forget to bring these... I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun. Have you ever seen these stickers on my back? Do me a favor and take them off. Malazines like to play pranks sometimes.
The wind knows me.
Yeah! Skyward!
I must confess to being furious. To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules. Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
Thistle.
It's okay. Oh, shut your wretched mouths! When did I get... My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that...
Oh, Risley. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with...
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, look at your people. Are they not starving as you wolf down your cake?
You. Stop acting all high and mighty like... Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all irredeemable monsters. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Is it that all you need to keep your cushy life?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits, but our spirits will always remain free. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish. And most importantly, they should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeed. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll... And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
He's really mad.
You think me arrogant, Risley? Well, I think you're too young and naive. You understand nothing of this world. Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever. No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey. Had you been just one step slower, I would have already taken control of all the garden mechs in this place. Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against...
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control. In that case, let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like.
Skyward! Whirling snow!
Stay cool and face your guilt! Only now.
Oh!
Scatter! One with nature.
Let's begin. Have a safe trip.
As one with wind and cloud.
Way now. If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood? Sorry for taking so long. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way that I could truly empathize with the fear that the members felt every day. I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done. I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress. Yeah, it's the least that we could do.
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
Oh, Dugier? I've already got an idea. For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Huh? Why?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way. He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details of his punishment. Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments. I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she should watch her tongue when she's around you in the future.
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. There's still a lot for me to take care of, so... How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria. We should have...
No, Paimon's had enough of that place.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, then you've got yourself a deal.
Ah, you're here.
Paimon never forgets about meals. Even if the traveler forgets, Paimon will remind her for sure. That's not what Paimon meant at all. Risley, you got what Paimon meant, right?
I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you too.
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be too difficult to extract the thorns, which means that everyone should be able to recover after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a few who were more...
You sure got everything taken care of, Risley.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory. Please, go ahead. Ah, that's a bit of a long story. I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host family I lived with as a child. I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go on to adopt more young children. They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. Once we had reached a certain age, our parents would bring us to the market for sale. All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. As for those who didn't sell, they were merely disposed of. Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And all of my friends, all of my siblings, they all felt this way as well. I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile. I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring smiles. Yes, like this society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredibly cruel methods to keep their grasp on power. They did all of that, but never considered how their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took under their wing. Worse, perhaps they never cared about that at all, but I did. So in the end, I killed them and set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the fortress of Meripede. My methods were extreme, yes, but I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem. My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved. It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. I've already committed to this path, regardless of what anyone may say about it. The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's Avis and Fasol!
It was all because you arrived in time.
We came here on impulse today, because we were hoping that you'd be able to lend us a hand.
Please, go on right ahead. I'll do my best to help. Within reason, of course.
It's... I'd like to be wedded to Avis here at the fortress.
You're getting married?
Yeah, we met each other through the society and both fell into Dugier's trap. But even during our time there, we never doubted each other. We always believed that Dugier, and after this incident, we've come to believe that we've found the one for the rest of our lives.
You could say we managed to make the best out of a bad situation. He didn't abandon me, and I didn't forsake him either. But we're still both prisoners. And we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory. So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before, but that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
Oh, we can't thank you enough. We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
Yeah, we've already made tons of special memories here. And we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm, Your Grace.
Your trust is the highest form of praise.
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Teyvat to hear that people would like to stay of their own free will?
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any obligation to obey.
If you lie on the grass, you can... feel the heartbeat of the world. Next on the agenda...
Have yourself a welfare meal.
Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Yeah! Scatter!
Peace prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is an auspicious era for humanity.